Hello and welcome to the second part of this video presentation for the new version of YAG version 0.10, and this video is dedicated to the new content, so let's start with that. So first of all, we've got a new collection of epic fantasy swords, and we've got 180 new swords here on those 3 new trays. So the way they're organized is we've got 30 new blades, and for each blade I made 6 different variations of guard, hilt and pommel. So we've got 60 swords per tray and 3 new trays. So if you're looking for that badass mythical legendary sword, you might want to have a look at those new trays. Alright, next we have some more realistic weapons, new Viking weapons, carved swords, spears, hammers, daggers, axes, and very nice. And we've got a new tray full of round Viking shields, and you can see that they are really beautiful. Some of them come in 2 variations, clean and dirty. And you can see that the wooden ones are stunningly beautiful. Look at that. Really nice, really nice. So we've got a new tray full of round Viking shield. Still in the Viking vibe, we've got 2 new Drakars, 2 new models of Drakars, but this one comes with 4 different heads, and for each head and each model I made 4 different colors of sails. So we've got a total of 20 new different boats. So if you want to play different teams, different tribes, different clans, you can do this with this collection. But basically they are all derived from those 2 new models. Next we've got a tray full of, I think, something like 30 new magical orbs. As you can see, they can be used as equipment like here, or as freely moving object like behind here. Next we've got a new armored werewolf, and it's very beautiful, and there is never too much werewolf, so there it is. Next we've got a new skinny golem-like monster, very nice, and it comes with 4 different variations of colors. Next we've got a mini army of ratmen. We've got a warrior, a shaman and an assassin, and the 3 of them are really beautiful. Next we've got hellish infernal doggy here. It's blind, it's covered with scars, and it's very frightening and beautiful at the same time. Next we've got 3 new tentacle fishy flying monster, and they are very beautiful, and yeah, I'm happy too. And finally, well, not finally at all, next we've got some statues, new statues. They comes in 3 variations: organic, metal and stone, and we've got 3 new of them, so 9. And I have also included in this version the organic version of the 3 statues that I presented in the previous version, because I thought finally organic statues would make a very nice ambience in the laboratory of a mad scientist or mad wizard or anything of the sort. Okay, so next we've got a new tray full of jungle and wooden statues, very nice, and a tray of dwarven statues, which are quite beautiful as well. I included a lot of statues because from experience we discovered that they really have the power to give an amazing ambience to any dungeon, so they can be quite useful. Next we've got a tray full of new fences. That's not spectacular, but can be useful if you want to, you know, put fence around your camp, around your village, around anything. You can make this manually. And we've got a new collection of 5 or 6 new houses, from which I have made some new themes. So we've got 2 new themes in the dungeon section here. Where are they? This one and this one. So there are 2 different medieval villages. Well, actually they are the same village, but one is with out fences, so it's an open village, and the second one is with fences, so it's a more fortified village. I'm going to show you them in an instant in some save that I have prepared, but here let me tell you also that we have a new preset that goes very well with those new dungeon. If you want to make a fortified village, this is the preset to use now. I'm going to speak a bit about it in the following saves. Next, we've got a very nice medieval monastery, and it's a very interesting mesh to play because you can go inside. Okay, so it's you have a large room. You can go in under the roof here or over the roof. So very interesting mesh to play tactically because you can fully use the 3 dimensions here. Finally, this time it's final, we've got a collection of 32 new low polygon miniatures, and there are 4 armies containing 8 elements each. So we've got elves, undead, orcs and humans, and they all come with a flying creature, a caster, an archer, a tank, a horseman, a knight, a footman and a worker. So they are very beautiful because they come from the same author, and so they are visually coherent and very nice. So here they are exactly the same, but organized by species instead of by type like previously. And to give you an idea, you can put them on any map. If you're into wargames, they are really the weapon of choice here because they are low poly, so you can put many on screen, and they really go along well visually. Okay. In fact, while preparing this map, I saw the potential for wargame, and I decided to prepare a special save for wargames. Okay, so here we have a larger map. Let me accelerate a bit with the mouse. This should be okay. So let's have a look at those armies. Let's start with the orcs. Okay, this is the orc army. Very nice. Okay, next we've got the humans following their warpath here. And you can see from above, this is a very, very nice picture. Okay, next we've got the elves. Beautiful as well. Okay, very nice army. And finally we've got the undead. Okay, so all in all, this makes a very nice map, and I wanted to show you this because also you can see that we've got 4 quite large armies on the map, and I'm running correctly. It's lagging a bit because I'm recording at 1080p, but other than that, it's quite fluid on my computer. And you can see that we've got 80 elves here, we've got 80 humans over here, we've got how much? 70 orcs there, and how many undeads? 60 undeads here. So all in all, we've got something like almost 300 miniatures on screen, and no problem. So if you're into war games, this is really something to consider because you have 4 visually coherent and beautiful armies. And also, if you play war games, do not forget that you have the possibility to transform any map into a wargame map by displaying polygons or square as you wish. Okay, so great potential for wargames. Obviously, you can do this on any procedurally generated dungeon in YAG, but I wanted to show you this because if you have your favorite map or map that belongs to your special game, you can really transform any map into a wargame map like here. Okay, so let's start with the new themes. So here's the fortified village, and you can see the houses are really beautiful, and you can see, as I was telling you, that the village is surrounded by fence, and this is done using this new preset here. The trick here is that the lanes are assigned to the fence are assigned to the lanes, and I made some very large lanes, as you can see. So the lanes are pushed all around the village, which make a nice surroundings like so. So this is all procedural except for the watchtower that I took on the village tray here. You can see, so you can of course add any house as you wish, and this is what I did with the watchtower that I placed manually in each corner here, like so, to gain something nice and coherent. So here we have a nice small scene where werewolves, a pack of werewolves is attacking some Viking village here. Very nice. And to show you that, I have prepared the exact same village with the ambience ready. So the same thing, but with the fog, a bit of night, a bit of lights, and you can see that with the blizzard going on and the night's coming, this can give some very nice ambience to the scene. And we've got a nice attack scene ready to be played. Right, so last but not least, I have prepared a last save which I call the water village. And you can see it's the second theme I was talking about. So this time is this one without the fence, and this gives a nice open village without fences. Okay, I did not put any surrounding on this one, and instead I put a giant water pond to have a nice seashore. Okay, and here I have put a few boats, as you can see, just to show that you can put many boats on the screen. So that makes a nice scene. There are something like there are, I think, two warriors per boat. Okay, same here for the defending team. So you can really know what it feels to be attacked by a float of Vikings, or you can know how it feels to be attacking. There. Okay, so you can make some nice scenes. And again, if you saw the previous video, you now know that it's very easy to move the pawns, the boats all around, due to the new control trick that we can see that allow us to see the cursor. Okay, of the bones. We can move them very easily all around. We have to rotate them manually. I didn't put any automatic rotation because it made things quite complicated when we wanted to make some fine movement. So they don't rotate automatically, and it's really easier, you know, if you want to make a combat between two boats, you can have them side by side very easily. And so there it is, quite easy to use. And in fact, it's while preparing this map that I understood that it was necessary to make some new controls to facilitate the use of the displacement of the pawns on water. Okay, so this is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like the new content, and if it's the case, as always, hopefully see you in the next. Thank you very much, and bye bye.